When the ancient Israelites built the Mishkan, the mobile sanctuary used during their time in the desert, every detail followed a rigid divine specification. Dimensions, materials, and placement were fixed. There was no room for improvisation. Artisans and builders operated under a strict chain of command. They waited for Moses to deliver explicit blueprints before taking any action, ensuring every thread aligned with the original instructions. Yet, in the middle of this project, a group of women began spinning goat hair into yarn directly off the backs of living, moving animals. In an environment where every nail and thread was specified by command, these women acted on their own initiative. They moved forward without waiting for a formal order to begin. Live spinning goat hair is technically grueling. Because the animal is constantly shifting, the spinner must maintain perfect tension on coarse hair, requiring a rare and specialized manual dexterity. This specific technique is absent from the official blueprints. Nowhere in the recorded instructions was live spun goat hair requested or required for the sanctuary. This raises a question of motivation. Why perform a physically demanding, specialized task that no one in authority actually asked for? Their choice reveals an older understanding of human capacity, the idea that the existence of a skill dictates its own application. In the 20th century, the Lubavitcher Rebbe, Menachem Mendel Schneerson, analyzed this historical anomaly within the context of communal Jewish learning. Writing in Likutei Sechos, Volume 16, he examined the mindset of those women, looking past the technicality of the weaving to the logic behind their initiative. He concluded that the women didn't wait for a command because they realized that possessing a unique talent serves as the command itself. Most people wait for external validation or an official request before they act. These women operated on the belief that they were already authorized by their own capability. From this perspective, a talent is an active mandate, an internal signal that a specific work needs to be done. Think of these abilities as directional markers. They point toward a trajectory that isn't always visible in a formal set of instructions. We usually think that a task creates a need for a skill, but the desert logic reverses this. An internal capability illuminates a hidden task. Instead of searching outward, this approach requires looking inward. Your natural strengths provide the coordinates for where you can be most effective. Viewing talent this way changes how we search for purpose. It replaces the anxiety of finding a calling with the practical audit of what you are already exceptional at doing. In a modern context, we lose this initiative to a habit of waiting to be chosen. We hesitate to deploy our gifts until we're sure we have the right to do so. We look for formal job descriptions, titles, or specific requests. We treat our unique strengths as assets that stay in reserve until someone calls for them. If you can mediate a conflict, organize a chaotic system, or see patterns in data that others miss, waiting for permission is a misunderstanding of why you have those skills. The capacity to do the work provides the necessary authority to begin. Impact does not require a preceding title. Natural ability functions as a specific invitation. It identifies the exact point where a gap in the world matches your particular intervention. When a task feels intuitive and natural, it signals a location where your impact is required. It is a pointer to where you can meaningfully serve. By spinning that goat hair, those women matched their specialized skill to a silent requirement of the sanctuary. They fulfilled a need that hadn't even been voiced yet. You don't need to wait for a formal request to step up. The fact that you are capable of doing the work is the only invitation you need.